inhabitants for food. But they refused to entertain them as guests. Then they saw therein a wall, which was just going to collapse, and Al-Khidr repaired it just by touching it with his hands. Sufyan the sub-narrator gestured with his hands, illustrating how Al-Khidr passed his lands over the wall upwards. Moses said, "These are the people whom we have called on, but they neither gave us food, nor entertained us as guests. Yet you have repaired their wall. If you had wished, you could have taken wages for it." Al-Khidr said, "This is the parting between you and me, and I shall tell you the explanation of those things on which you could not remain patient." The Prophet added, "We wish that Moses could have remained patient by virtue, or which Allah might have told us more about their story." Sufyan, the sub-narrator, said that the Prophet said, "May Allah bestow His mercy on Moses. If he had remained patient, we would have been told further about their case." The death of Moses' suffering. Moses suffered terribly from his people and endured much for the sake of Allah. Once the Prophet Muhammad distributed something among his companions. A man said, "This distribution has not been done with justice, seeking Allah's countenance." I went to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and told him of that. He became so angry that I saw the signs of anger on his face. Then he said, May Allah bestow His mercy on Moses, for he was harmed more in a worse manner than this, yet he endured patiently. The children of Israel mistreated Moses a lot. His agony was not limited to mutiny, stupidity, chattering, ignorance, and idolatry. It exceeded this and went as far as inflicting personal harm on him. Almighty Allah commanded, "O you who believe, be not like those who annoyed Moses." But Allah cleared him of that which they alleged, and he was honorable in Allah's sight. Allah clears Moses of false rumors. Narrated that Allah's Messenger Muhammad said, Prophet Moses was a shy person and used to cover his body completely because of his extensive shyness. One of the children of Israel hurt him by saying, "He covers his body in this way only because of some defect in his skin, either leprosy or scrotal hernia, or he has some of the defect." Allah wished to clear Moses of what they said about him. So one day, while Moses was in seclusion, he took his clothes and put them on a stone and started taking a bath. When he had finished the bath, he moved towards his clothes so as to take them, but the stone took his clothes and fled. Moses picked up his stick and ran after the stone, saying, "O stone, stone," and taken his clothes and fled. Moses picked up his stick and ran after the stone, saying, "O stone, give me my garment," till he reached a group of children of Israel who saw him naked then and found him in the best shape of what Allah had created. And Allah cleared him of what they had accused of him of. The stone stopped there, and Moses took and put on his garment and started hitting the stone with his stick. By Allah, the stone still has some traces of the hitting, 3, 4, or 5 marks. This was what Allah the Almighty refers to in His saying, "O you who believe, be not like those who annoyed Moses, but Allah cleared him of that which they alleged, and he was honorable in Allah's sight." The death of Aaron. Aaron died shortly before Moses. His people were still wandering in the wilderness when he died. The death of Moses. The angel of death was sent to Moses. When he came to Moses, Moses slapped him on the eye. The angel returned to his Lord and said, You have sent me to a slave who does not want to die. Allah said, return to him and tell him to put his hand on the back of an ox, and for every hair that will come under it, he will be granted 1 year of life. Moses said, O Lord, what will happen after that? Allah replied, that death. Moses said, let it come now. Moses then requested Allah to let him die close to the Holy Land, so that he would be at a distance of a stone's throw from it. Abu Huraira added, Allah's Messenger said, if I were there, I would show you his grave below the red sandhill, on the side of the on the side of the road. Moses, the Prophet of Allah, and the one to whom Allah spoke to directly, met his death with a contented soul and a faithful heart that looked forward to righteousness, and made haste to meet with him who bore his tidings of peace.